So, what was my internship experience really like? Well, I really liked it. I mean, I liked the work, and so that was important. A question I often get from FIMBAs is, how did you manage the job that you already had? Did you quit? Did you tell your boss that you're going on vacation or something? Or for me, that luckily actually wasn't much of an issue. So Tim will have to talk about it a bit more. But my tour in the military was ending in May, and my internship was set to start in June. So I essentially quit my job in order to pursue that internship. The internship experience itself was working for a big firm like that was very standardized. It was very much like business school itself. I mean, we had 30 interns from all the business schools that you've heard of all over the country in New York City. Had a week of training, and then 9 to 10 weeks of essentially working as an associate in the investment bank. So as far as the experience was concerned, I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was the best learning experience that I was able to get here at Anderson, was having that opportunity to see another job, to see another career, and then come back to school and have that option to to reassess. Well, do I really want to do this, or do I want to spend that last year looking for something different? So I thought that was an incredibly valuable part of my Anderson experience.
And what did you choose?
Well, so I was lucky enough to get an offer from that firm at the end of the summer. And so I knew that I wanted to do, like I said, I knew that I wanted to do banking. And that summer, the 10 weeks just confirmed for me that it was a good fit for my interests. So I came home for 2 weeks, and I thought about it, discussed it with my wife, and I went ahead and just accepted that offer from that firm. A lot of folks tend to hold off on accepting the offer and then interview with other firms within the industry. For me, I didn't really feel that was necessary because I'd had such a positive experience at that firm. I felt like I had all the opportunities there. So complete success, I think.
So Mike was referring to how I got my time off for the internship, and basically when I figured out I was going to go for the internship, I went to my boss and said, hey, I have all these days of vacation saved up. I'm ready to spend them all on this internship. And I luckily had enough to cover the 10 weeks, which is pretty rare, but I had saved them up from my previous command. So it was just a matter of being able to take all those days consecutively, and I just had to kind of work a deal with my boss where I extended my time on my job when I came back after the internship in order to take all those days consecutively over the summer to do the internship. And as far as my experience with the internship, I had a great experience. I got to go out to New York and went through 1 week of training, and then I got to sit on 3 different desks within the capital markets division at Merrill Lynch. And in each of those rotations, I got to see something totally different within the bank and try to use those 3 separate experiences to decide what I wanted to do when I come back, if I was lucky enough to get an offer, which luckily I was, and I did get an offer. And it worked out that the desk that I had the best experience on, I got an offer from that desk, and that's the way it worked out. And other than that, other than the actual recruiting process, I'd say you need what FIMAs need to do is you really need to look, specifically investment banking, you need to look at each different bank. You need to analyze the people that they're sending out here to see if they're a good fit with your personality, and then also see about their summer rotations program to see if it's a good fit for what you're looking to do. So Merrill was a good fit for me because I got to see different parts of the bank over the summer to try to figure out which one I'd like to come back for full time. And those are the key tidbits that I want to add to somebody looking to go into investment banking over the summer.
Like Mike, my commitment to the Air Force ended around May, so I separated from the Air Force, and it was actually on my terminal leave from the military for the first 2 months of my internship. I got back from my internship, actually, and I volunteered for a reserve call-up to go back on active duty. And so as soon as I got back, I actually went right back on active duty for the next 8 months. And it was almost a seamless transition of taking a summer off to do an internship and then came back to my same job. Which worked out great for me, and I think it was maybe a unique experience, but if you put in the effort, I think you can make the same type of thing happen in any job or any military office, as we're kind of examples of. I started the process for internships probably a little late, and still found a lot of success going through. I ended up getting an internship with Piper Jaffray and Company in San Francisco. Went up to San Francisco for 10 weeks. And again, like Mike said, I learned more in that 10 weeks than I think I had, in the previous year. And it was really a great opportunity to put the book learning you get from school into a hands-on environment. And for me, things like accounting were really kind of foreign because you hadn't seen them in action, you just read about them in a book. And when you really get put in front of a financial statement and see how that reflects the health of a company, you really learn a lot more, and you get to see how the practice comes to meet the practical or the educational background. I ended up coming back and deciding I wanted to recompete and try and stay in Los Angeles and keep it local. So I ended up getting an offer with Citigroup to stay here in Los Angeles.